Here we are again for another episode of Outdoors People. First, there's me, CW Getz, and her, Maya Marzaki. Good evening. It's Wednesday, March 5th, 2025. We got a 40-degree day here, a 40-degree cloudy and windy, a little bit of snow mixed in, and a little bit of rain. It's kind of a weird day. It's one of those. I think we're transitioning from the winter to the spring, and then we're getting some warm weather. And of course, with all that, you get some turbulence. So we've got plenty of winds today. I have no idea, but I'm going to guess maybe 45-mile-an-hour winds here. It was pretty strong for a while. But that temperature, kids, equates to 4 degrees Celsius for the rest of the world. So Maya Marzaki is not with us this evening, but if you're listening down there, we hope you're doing well and you've got a better temperature than 4 degrees Celsius. I'm sure you do. I'm sure it's hot down there. So anyway, hey, I want to mention that Marielle and myself will be at Canoecopia this weekend. If you see us up there, come up and say hi and let us know. Sometimes we don't know who people. I mean, we know their handle when they come on. But like they'll have Mustang 774, but we don't know your face. So come up and tell us who you are. We had that happen several times. Like, okay, who are you? Oh yeah, we remember you. So anyway, we'll be up there. Cliff Jacobson's last presentation will be on Sunday, 10 o'clock until I think it's noon. So I think it's a 2 hour. He said 90 minutes. So maybe it's 10 o'clock to 11:30, but I thought he maybe said it was 2 hours, but he'll at least be an hour and a half. And it'll be a picture show. I think it was remembering Wild Rivers, touring Wild Rivers, canoeing Wild Rivers. I think that's what it was. But go check it out. You guys, it'll be Cliff's last show, so it would be great if everybody could make it. And from there, let's meet tonight's guest, shall we? I'm engineering here myself, kids, so bear with me. Okay. 26-year-old Serbian canoeist Nicolina Mijuskovic. I got that right, Mijuskovic. Grew up in Bolivci, Serbia, a small village about 25 kilometers from Belgrade, Serbia. Nina has won numerous medals in canoe sprint, including 2-time world junior champion, 3-time European junior champion in 200 meter, and national championship champions several times. In 2011, Nina started in kayak and canoe and became involved in a kayak canoe club called Marina Progar. Later, she would become the first woman in the history of Serbian canoeing to win a medal at an international championship. Nina was also a member of the Serbian Canoe Federation from 2013 to 2018 and a former professional canoe athlete of Serbia. Nina now lives in Frankfurt, Germany, and studies sports management. She also has a coaching license for canoeing and is a member of the ICF Canoe Development Program. And with that, welcome to the show, Nina.
Hello, Goods. First of all, thank you for a great introduction. Thank you for inviting me for this great show. And I would like to say hi to all of our viewers. Especially, I cannot forget, I'm sorry, I need to say on the beginning, my mom is watching me. She told me she's at work in Serbia, at Belgrade Airport. She's working. She told me, if you not say hi to me, I will be so mad. So, ciao, Mama.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Hey, the reason I'm smiling a little bit, laughing, I hope I didn't butcher those names too badly.
No, it's great. I was shocked. You said great. Trust me.
I was shocked that I actually got that far through. I thought I'm gonna kill these names. Hey, pull your microphone just a little bit closer. We can hear a little bit louder. No, that's fine. Mm-hmm. How's your weather there, by the way? I told you I was going to ask you that. How did you?
In Frankfurt, like you said, I'm currently in Frankfurt, living and working. Here today was pretty sunny. So now in the moment we have 0 degrees, but today was great.
Okay.
This few days ago was perfect weather here in Frankfurt. It's really so strange because we have all the time bad weather and you cannot catch the sun. But today was extremely good. Good.
We had nice weather a couple of days ago. It was like 60 I think it was 60 degrees. And I don't know what that equates to but I think it's probably, I don't know.
Something around 15 or what?
15, yeah, something like that. And today and yesterday, not so much. So, it is what it is. It's winter. And it's in Illinois. I don't know how Germany is, but Illinois is kind of like you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah, Germany pretty rainy, always cloudy, and this is like you can never see the sun, only in summer.
Well, is that like all of Europe? Because I have a friend who she's from Turkey. Mm-hmm. In fact, she was our camera person for one of the, I think it was in Aruba, when we were in Aruba doing an episode. Mm-hmm. And she says she lives in Ireland now. And she said it's always raining in Ireland, at least in, where is she at? I forget where in Ireland, but yeah. Is it like Germany like that too?
In Germany, it's we can say 80% of the year is raining. To be honest, only in summer it's great, but you forgot the rest of the
the
year. Yeah,
that would be a bummer. That'd be a bummer. Well, hey, let's jump right into it. So let's just start with this. How did you get started in canoeing?
Yeah, it was. My story was pretty simple. I had my best friend from primary school. She just invited me to try, because I was always in sports. Since I was a kid, I was always on some court. I was playing football, volleyball, a lot of sports. I tried exactly everything. And then one time she called me, she told me, Nicolina, we need to try something. And I was like, sure, what we gonna try? I tried everything here in our village, in our municipality. We tried everything. She told me, no, you didn't try. We have a new kayak canoe club. It's open since few years and you need to try it. And just so I was a kid. I was like 11 years. Yeah, I was 11 years old. And I accepted, of course, like every kid. And then we got to the club, and that's it.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you fall in love first time?
Yeah, it was exactly. It was because of the friendships. Because I had a lot of friends there. There was practicing paddling, and it was when I started. It was winter. It was pretty boring because we was doing the trainings in the gym, and for me it was pretty boring. I was waiting for real summer to try the canoe and kayak.
Yeah.
First of all, I need to say I started with kayak first.
Okay.
And like mini kayak, if you know, we was racing in these categories from 11 to 13. It was like pretty interesting. We was paddling kayak single, kayak double, kayak with 4 seats. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. But I always wanted to try canoe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I tried at the end. Yeah.
Now, so you're in the pool. I'm guessing you said you're in the gym. So you're in the pool, and you're practicing. It's like, say, kayak. What do you do? I mean, first of all, how big is the pool? I mean, you're not able to like paddle laps or anything like that, are you? I mean, are you? Or is it just you're working on your paddling skills and making in your balance and things?
Yeah.
Because you're not being able to do, are you?
Of course. Yeah. We had a pretty poor gym. It was like some place of municipality they gave us. It was like pretty poor gym, pretty cold. So we have something like, this is like how I can say, this is ergometer, if you understand on English. Ergometer, like you are sitting, this is like one thing where you're sitting and you are trying to it's a little pretty for me, a little bit difficult to explain.
Is that where the water's actually moving?
No, we don't have it.
You don't have it. Okay, those are cool. Like the surfers do that. I go, that's awesome.
Unfortunately,
the swimmers,
we had another tactic. We were sitting on the chairs, so we was doing a lot of things. So my coach was old school coach, and we had a lot of things. Yeah, and the ergometer. Maybe do you understand what I'm talking exactly? Let me check, please, how it's called.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, give me the translation. Maybe I can work with it.
Yeah, because. I don't know how I can say this.
No, that's fine.
Simulator of paddling. So
okay.
Simulator. So you are sitting on that thing, and you have the levels of. Just a second.
Well, if they have flight simulators, why wouldn't they have kayak simulators?
Yeah,
right?
this is ergometer, exactly. Yeah. Okay. So simulation of paddling.
That's cool. That's very cool. I've never heard of that, to be honest with you. Maybe again, I live in a shoebox, but
no.
Sometimes I feel like I do. But I wonder if we have that. I'm going to a canoe exposition this weekend, And I'm gonna bring this up to them. I'm gonna ask them, hey, do we have these here?
Yeah, you need to ask them. They
I've
probably
gotten
have. Everyone have that because in winter it's pretty hard to
yeah,
practice and to train, and we never gone to the pools to practice because we never had this opportunity to go.
yeah,
Unfortunately, my club was so poor, to be honest.
really
Before me, after me, we done something. They built the building. When I started,
good.
I need to tell you something. It's a
Yes.
pretty funny story. When we started, we didn't have a changing room, nothing. We didn't have a building. It was
Okay.
really like one. It was like one forest. There is a like we have a river called Sava,
Okay.
and we have a little like this is the small part of how I can say it's not actually it's not the bay, but something like bay,
Okay.
and it there was pretty calm. There was the flat water, so
Okay.
we had a great location for paddling, and we didn't have a club. Like I said, they was just started building, but like in every politics, it
Sure.
was like, yeah, you need to wait a lot. So we was changing in forest. Yeah, it was really surviving, to
I
be
love it.
honest. Yeah,
Out
horrible.
there in the middle of nature, getting yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
funny.
It's great. I mean, it's great, but in that moment when
Yeah,
it's cold and that conditions for us was a little bit difficult, to be honest. Like for women especially. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Back to nature.
yeah.
Oh, wow. So okay, well then that kind of leads me into my next question here. How were the conditions? What were they like for canoeing in Serbia?
To be honest, canoe in Serbia was the big like question because they never had a woman canoe athletes in Serbia. My coach he started first with Serbian with women canoe, let's say, because like I said, me and my ex partner we was the first women's in history which was on any world on any international competition. So to be honest, condition in Serbia was very they was very bad. Yeah, we didn't have anything, so we didn't have the coaches which was specially teach for that. So we had opportunity to be in international canoe federation. They was organizing every year the development program for the countries like our country, and they was inviting every country which is on the low level with this. They was inviting us to, and they was giving a chance to us to train there with Hungarians. So Hungarian coaches, you know already that Hungary they have the biggest history of canoeing, like Canada also. So me and my coach and my partner, also Nicolina, we was going every year there, and we collect a lot of experience there
Wow.
because uh, Hungarian canoe was amazing, and they're still amazing. They have a great technique. They have a lot of variations of training. They have everything. So they have also the pools, these ergometers for simulation of canoe, and we had everything there.
Wow.
So yeah,
So you had to kind of make do a lot of times because you didn't have all the luxuries to start with when you first started, or maybe even and then into when you got inside, still didn't have all the luxuries. Am I correct?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I will tell you something. I think this without this luxury, maybe we will not make this success. This is the point
I
of
think, yeah, I see your point. That's a great point. That's a great point.
yeah.
Sometimes you work harder and you're better because of it. I love that. Yeah.
To be honest, in my case was like that. I was working harder for better conditions at the end, and I wanted to show because I'm coming, like you said, I'm coming from one small village close to the Belgrade,
Hmm.
around 25 kilometers from Belgrade, and I wanted to do to to leave some mark in the sport, because if I started everything what I was doing in my life, I was trying to give my best. So
Yeah.
when I started with canoeing, I was one kid, I was kid, I was dreaming a lot every time, and
Yeah.
I was pretty I was pretty how I can say that, aggressive. I mean, when I say aggressive, I mean um I from the early days of my childhood, I like to compete. So it was always funny for me, and I will never forget one thing I said to my sister. hey, my sister Milica. I say, Milica, you will see, I will become a world champion one day.
Wow,
She was laughing to
that's
me.
funny. You
She
said you
told me,
knew that, huh?
yeah, I knew that. It was like when I was 14 years old. I said, Milica, I will be the world champion. You will see.
Wow.
She told me, you, Nicolina. Oh, I don't think so. So please stop with this.
Isn't it funny because when people do that, that just gives you that much more drive to
In that
accomplish.
moment, I was a little bit disappointed, and I felt a little bit that she is maybe a little bit jealous. But
Maybe,
then
maybe.
maybe, yeah. But then I said, okay, leave her. She's just a girl. She's in her world, and she
Right.
was also teenager. So yeah,
But you know what? Here's the thing. Actions speak louder than words. So
yeah,
you could have said something whatever, and you could have. But Nina, I think you obviously proved her wrong,
yeah.
and yeah, so good for you. I mean, yeah, that's so impressive, so impressive.
Thank you. And sorry for I need to say
No,
one
yeah,
more
go,
thing in this.
yeah,
It's very interesting because when I came to the club, I came with a few friends. We was pretty. How I can say that? I will use this. This is like mischievous. Okay, mischievous. Yeah,
I
yeah.
love it.
Me especially because I was always the leader. See, yeah, I wanted to be leader all the time. So we came a couple of our me and a couple of my friends there, and we always was making the problems in the club. My coach, so he gave us a route to run, and he is waiting us on the finish line. And we was always cutting the route. We was finding another solutions to finish the route without yeah. And my coach, he was sick of me, and his wife, that in that time they were sick of me. They wanted to kick me out from the club because
Oh,
yes,
wow,
it was very very serious. My
wow,
mother, yeah, this was very serious because we was making a lot of things there. And for that, in that time, um, it was bad for our other kids because they was looking from us. And
yeah, yeah.
from
Bad
beginning,
influence, right?
yeah, bad influence. So yeah, they wanted to kick me out from the club. Yeah, my
But
mother was
little did
speaking
they
with them.
know later on you would become a champion. I mean,
Yeah,
and that's yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
that's so fun. I'm sure.
So funny.
I'm sure Michael Jordan had his time too, where he was less than a stellar model
Mhm.
citizen. I'm sure, right? So
Oh, yeah.
it's
Like I
fun.
said, it was a little bit in that time. It was for me horrible because I wanted to stay there, of course, because of
Yeah.
my friends. We need to stay there together. How they can kick me, only me? But yeah, it was really, my coach was so angry on me, and I will never forget it. His face. Oh my God, it was so like disappointed because he gave to me chance to train and
And you do
to
that.
yeah, and I do this. So
Well, you know what? Speaking of like moments like that, what was your most memorable moment? What has it been? The most memorable one of your whole sports career?
Most memorable moment was
Yeah.
in Bulgaria on our European Championship, Junior European Championship. I took my first medal in career on international competition. I mean, I took before. We had a lot of competitions before, like Olympic Hopes Regatta. This is like the special competition for how I can say for the athletes in that age, so like from 11 to 15. So I was the participant of that competitions. I always had some medal, but the European Championship 2016 in Plovdiv, Bulgaria, that was my most memorable moment because we got the title of European champions, me and my coach, and I think it was the beginning of our history. I mean, of Serbian canoe history. Yeah,
Wow. Yeah, that's amazing.
yeah. Thank you.
Um, so during your career, who was the most influential person? I mean, was it your coach, your parents? Who was the one person that was always behind you, supported you no matter what shenanigans you were doing?
So good
Say that.
question.
Just, yeah, yeah,
If I
yeah.
need to choose, unfortunately I need to put two persons. Yeah, it was of course my mother.
Oh,
So
wow.
she supported me a lot because in that time the to do any sport in Serbia was really expensive. Like, and my mom was working two jobs, and she gave me everything. So after that, of course, my coach. I would also like to say hi to him. I
There you
hope that
go.
he will watch. Yeah, my coach Jovan. He was always there. After that, we was a little bit like enemies on the beginning when since I
Really?
was yes enemies because I didn't like when some authority I didn't like it, and but my
You and me
coach
both. I understand that.
yeah the
Believe
same.
me. I do. I don't know. We're
But
little headstrong people, I guess. Yeah.
yes, I'm so stubborn and I never
Yeah.
wanted to listen. Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
for me it was like so hard to listen to his words. And yeah, but my coach at the end, my coach was in some cases more with me than my parents, so my coach and my mother.
Do you think, Nina, it's because maybe they had their way of or he had his way of coaching, and you had your way about you that took you, okay, because you were stubborn, because you were that strong-willed person. That's what made you you,
Yeah,
and that took you everywhere. And maybe, just maybe, I'm just asking, do you think your coach might have said, okay, yes, I have my way of coaching, and you know something, she goes against the grain so much, and boy, does that irritate me. But you know something, I can see, I can see promise, and I can see the talent in her, and I can see that this young lady has something that others don't have.
I'm sure
And
that
then
he
all
was.
of a sudden, now he's like, oh, I'm going to shift a little bit toward the center, toward you. You think that maybe what happened?
I am sure that he was thinking like that, but I need to say that I made the first step because, like I said, I was in kayak, and kayak was pretty boring for me. I wanted to try something else. I saw the guys in club they're practicing canoe, and I wanted to try the canoe. One time I came on training, I will never forget, and I asked my coach because before that I was asking him like long time ago, can I try? He was always like, no, this is not for you. You just sit in your kayak and you do like. He was really sick
Wow.
of me. Yeah, he was really
Wow.
sick of me. Like just go and
I don't
do
blame
it.
you for being upset and being the way you. I would have done the same.
Yeah,
Good
he
for
was.
you.
Yeah, he was
Good
like,
for you.
just go take the pedal and go in kayak and pedal. And that was
Wow.
so boring. And I was
Now, why
asking
why
him,
did he say that? Why do you think he said that, Nina? Was it
I
because you were
really
a
don't
girl?
know.
Because he didn't think you were capable? What was the deal? Or was he just
I
having a
but
bad day?
in that time, I think it was very important. Clubs was taking the positions in the country, so
Wow.
it was very important to be like the club, like team. It was very important to collect a lot of points. I think it was like about that because women canoe was nowhere, to be honest.
Okay.
Women canoe started 2013. Let's say 2011, 12. They started. We had a few girls in Serbia, but like I said, we didn't have the right coaches for that. So
Yeah.
it was like for us something completely new. That's why I think they didn't put a lot of attention on canoe.
It's kind of funny that that you say that because I have heard so many stories. I've been doing this is going on the 6th year that I've been doing the show, and I've heard so many stories where women were um, discriminated against. I guess there's no other word for it. It really is, and that and really not given opportunity, looked down upon, that sort of thing, discriminated, obviously.
Exactly.
And it's so good to hear stories where um, there were women that stepped up and said, I'm going to challenge this. I don't like the way it is. It's not fair. It's not right. And they literally took the ball and ran with it and literally shoved it down people's throats and said, there. I love that about those stories, including yours.
Yeah, to be honest, it was hard, so hard. We didn't have a lot of support from anything from our national federation. They was supporting, but as you said, they was like, leave that on the side. We have our kayakers and kayak players, and we need to continue with our um, kayaking. This canoe is not so important for us. But my coach, he decided to do something about it, and my coach started also because he was something else in his life. He just opened our club like for fun and for some hobby. He liked the water, nature, so he came in that village with idea just to open some club to have some recreation. It was like
Yeah.
started everything started from recreation for recreation sport and recreation, and then lately we became professional athletes, and he also upgraded himself. He was he was in 60s, and he started with education about the canoeing. Like I said, we was on in Hungary every year 2 months. 2 months we was every year in Hungary on this training camps. So yeah, I think that my coach, that he took a big part of everything of this. So
Yeah.
Serbia, without him and without us, of course, me and my ex-partner Nicolina, I think that they will never see the what was the real canoe in Serbia.
Yeah. That's too bad.
Yeah.
Nina, tell me about your childhood. What was it like
Childhood.
growing up? Yeah, tell me about your
Oh,
childhood.
childhood. Like I said, oh, it was pretty interesting.
Tell me
Yeah.
the good and the bad. I want to hear both.
Oh, wow. I was always on some court. This is the first thing. So I get up in the morning, I was going to breakfast and stuff. And from early morning until late night, I'm not at home. So I just
Wow.
come to eat and go back. So we was doing a lot of sports. So we was doing football, we was doing basketball, everything what you can try, I was doing. I
Wow.
tried.
That's
Yeah.
impressive. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I was a little bit kid. Yeah. Uh, how I can say, we was maybe it's not good to say this, but
No, you say
um,
it here.
we were when my parents are not at home. We was stealing the motorbike from my father. We was riding the motorbike.
I
Then
love
he
it.
had also the boat. He had also the boat with the motor, and
I
we
love
also
it.
stealing the boat. And then we was riding through the river, and then his friends calling him that they're saying, "Hey, your daughter is on the river. It's so dangerous. Do something."
That's so cool.
So wow, we was doing a lot of things. So this is just a part of my
You're
child.
just an ambitious kid. There's
Yes,
nothing wrong
I
with that.
was
I love it. I
so
love it.
ambitional.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
a
cool.
lot of childhood was pretty great. I need to
Yeah.
say that, because now in this modern time, kids don't have opportunities like before. So I'm really happy because I got my first phone when I was 13 or 14 years old. To be
Oh
honest,
wow.
yeah. Uh, I had always, but I don't think that it was Android. It was some kind for just for calls and for messages. So
Hmm.
yeah, I'm really happy because I got so late my first cell phone, because you as you can see now, this is a very bad time. I see myself also. I'm playing a lot of games now,
Yeah.
so it's a
Yeah. You
very
just told me you're a gamer. I was like, that's pretty cool. Why do
yeah.
you think that? Why do you say? I said, why do you think maybe? Why do you feel kids don't have the opportunities nowadays that you guys did?
I think the parents are so busy, and they don't push them, like they don't give them enough motivation to do something. Like in my case was also the same. My parents was really working. My grandmother, she was working. We was with mother from our grandma at
Mhm.
home. But I don't know. It in our culture in Balkan, we had always some activities. But here in Europe, it's a little bit different. So
Mhm.
I think the parents, they don't give a lot of attention to their kids, and especially now, they just give them the laptops, phones, and they are like, just sit and don't bother me. I need to do my stuff. So I think this everything changed. Unfortunately, this modern time and modern area with phones and with all of these social medias are wrong. Yeah.
I don't think as Americans, and maybe I'm wrong. I don't mean to speak for everyone, but at least I can speak for myself. I don't. I guess sometimes I don't think that the rest of the world operates the same crazy way that America operates. And what I mean by that is every kid. I think
Hmm.
like almost every kid in America from the age of probably 10 years old, maybe even younger than that. I don't even know. See, I'm out of touch. Has a cell phone, and I'm thinking,
Yeah.
and they're glued to that phone. I mean, it's like stitched on their butt. And I
Yeah.
guess that didn't realize that maybe the rest of the world worked the same way, at least Europe. In Europe,
Completely the same. Yeah.
yeah,
Before it wasn't like that. Like I said, I got my first phone at when I was 13, and I'm
there
I'm
you go,
really happy.
there
Thank
you
you,
go.
parents, for doing this. It was the great
But
great
were they
step.
doing you a favor? And that's the question, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I think, yeah, the phone, I'm also like now in the moment, I cannot go. I'm so stuck with the phone. I cannot go anywhere without the phone. It's
yeah,
unfortunately like that. This is a modern time. I think everyone is like, are you so used to the phone? Yeah.
yeah. I would agree with you. I mean, it's kind of like we become dependent on
Yeah.
those things. But
Unfortunately, yeah.
yeah, and I don't know, but I guess I feel like there's more crime here in the U.S. than there was before. So the phone is kind of a security device, I suppose, of sorts.
Yeah.
And if you're in your car and you break down, or maybe you're walking or whatever, you can,
Yeah,
emergency.
you can just emergency, yeah, quick. Yeah, this is here also the same, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe we almost need to rely on those things. How difficult was it to accept? And I'm shifting gears on you here. How difficult was it to accept that you couldn't continue canoeing as you were preparing for the 2020 Olympic Games in Tokyo? I mean, that had to be devastating. You've worked a long time and hear that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was so difficult. I was in 2018. I was doing my every year we was doing our controls, medical tests and stuff. Since I was born, I had the it's like I cannot say the problem, but it's genetic.
Yeah.
My aorta was a little bit bigger, and this wasn't the problem. The problem was this wall which was protecting the aorta through the sport and through my career. I had a lot of how I can say I had a lot of trainings which was so strong, and this just let me second this load. Can I say load?
Yeah.
Load was so high,
Yeah.
and during the career, this wall which is protecting aorta was became so tiny.
Wow.
And the doctors 2018 I took the quota for European Games in Belarus, and this European Games 2019 was the special competition prepared for, like, we gonna catch the quotas for Tokyo.
Okay.
So I took the quota for European Games. I was on the World Championship in Portugal 2018. I was in the top 9 best boats in the world 2018.
Wow.
And on European Championship, of course for seniors, I'm talking about seniors, I was 15 on European Championship in Belgrade 2018. After my season 2018, I gone to normal examination, like to just check our body, to check the blood and everything, and then they saw that some dimensions changed.
Yeah, that's just
In that moment, it was so horrible to believe. I was like so shocked. They told me, my team of doctors, because these doctors, they already controlling me like since I was kid, since 2013.
okay.
So we was shocked. They told me, Nicolina, oh, this is something happened. We have now 40 millimeters of some of the aorta. It's going like bigger. We need to do something. Then I gone to Italy, to Rome, to Olympic Committee of Italy, and they had the doctors there. This doctor, they was writing if I can say my English, my
Oh,
English. He was writing the rules for the athletes, especially in these sports, which have a lot of load,
okay.
And my sport was in the first category of the sports with the biggest load. Like you're giving a lot of power, a lot
Internet.
of
Yeah.
energy, yes.
Yeah.
And they checked me there also, and they was agree with the colleagues from Serbia. They told me
Wow.
that unfortunately I cannot continue with the sport. In that time it was horrible, to be honest, because
Yeah.
I gave everything for the sport,
That's what I'm
especially for
thinking.
canoeing.
Yeah. Everything is going into that, and all of a sudden you get news like that. What was your first thought? Your first emotion? I mean, what do you do?
Wow, it was horrible. I was with my doctor, Dr. Maria Angelkovic. She was with me in Rome. We was in the same room with all another doctors, because it was a few doctors, I think. They told me the final decision. I just stand up. I gave them hand. I said thank you for everything. I just gone
Wow.
out. They was so shocked, and they told me she have a lot of respect. I didn't make any sense there. So I just said thank you for everything, and I gone out. And on the way to the airport, it was horrible. I was thinking that is a one bad dream, nightmare.
Yeah. Right.
Because,
Right.
yeah, because I wasn't like I wasn't sure, is this real?
Probably in shock a little bit, right?
Well, yeah, it was shock. Definitely, it was shock, because I I was asking always why me, because I never smoked, I never used any drugs, I never gone out to the clubs, I never done anything bad, and I was always asking myself why me? Why happened to me? Because
Yeah.
I just wanted to be on that Olympic Games, because these Olympic Games in Tokyo 2020. Later they moved because of Corona in
Hmm.
2021, I think, or I forgot. It was so special to us. We wanted to achieve our dream because our women canoe sport will be represented first time in Tokyo. Oh, like you said, like discrimination with between women's and men's. They finally decided to do something about it. So they said we will put two new disciplines in Tokyo. It was canoe single 200 meters and canoe double 200 meters, 500 meters. So yeah,
Okay.
it was my goal, and me and my coach, and after our national team, we knew it that we are ready for this, and we was really ready. We wanted to be, and we wanted to really leave some mark in this canoe sport. Really, we wanted to do something, and they was doing the statistic and our Olympic committee, and I was one of the winners of medal. They was pretty sure that I will be in the top 3 on Olympic Games in Tokyo.
Wow.
Yeah, it was so hard, really, to be honest. And I think that's why this is the reason why I moved to Germany. I wanted to try to forget my life, but it wasn't going so easy. Yeah.
Let me ask you this: how do you take that kind of a devastating punch blow and turn it into a positive? Turn it around and go, you know something, I'm not going to let that get me down. What did you do? What type of thing helped you?
What type of thing? I had my psychotherapist. He is also living in US, in Boston. He also was also with me. We was doing a few sessions. I had some hope that I will maybe continue like a coach in my country, but unfortunately our conditions was also bad. They never, after the sport you are not important anymore. So
So
during
you knew the sport was, you knew that the sport that was kind of over with for you.
Yeah.
You're not going to get to compete anymore.
Yeah, I knew it after a few months. So in that
Okay.
moment, I didn't know. I didn't know that. I was asking. Maybe I was checking. I was waiting for another request. I was thinking maybe someone did this on purpose, and I was little bit like, I was
Oh,
wondering maybe someone wanted me
a
to
little
stop with it.
conspiracy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because of course,
Yeah.
as you know,
Could happen. Yeah.
small Serbia with 7 million people. I was world champion. It was maybe for someone, you know.
I understand, because this is like out of nowhere. And like you said, you didn't
Yeah,
smoke, you didn't drink, you didn't have any of that kind of
no,
fun.
no,
You were your
yeah.
drugs. So yeah, what you're
I
like,
had a
probably,
few
what the
theories
hell?
in my head. I had a few theories in my head, but at the end, I said my coach told me, Nicolina, don't search,
Don't do that. Yeah.
don't do that. It's nothing gonna happen. You cannot do anything. Then I had another. I need to be like a little bit funny for our
Yeah.
viewers. I had another. How I can say, I had another imagination. I was thinking, and I told my coach, "Look, I have another plan. I go to Germany. Maybe I will go to some club. I will pretend that I don't. I'm not nothing special. I will pretend that I know I was training canoe. I will try here, and then we will go to the doctors here, and
There
we
you go.
will." Yes, and what I still have that in my mind, and
Why
I
not?
still, yeah. But
It couldn't
to
hurt.
be honest, I have my bag with my my medical documentation with me.
So we may see you in the next Olympics. You never know, right? Yeah,
Uh,
I love it. I
I
love
will
it.
try. I will try that. I'm pretty sure I will never stop. I need to find a reason why, and I will try it. I found a club here near
Yeah.
me, 30 kilometers away. So I will try. Definitely, I will do something about it. Really, because I'm not in peace. To
I
be honest.
support that. Why not? I
Thank you.
support that. Good for
Thank
you.
you.
You go, Anita, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. And so coaching, and you picked it up from there. You said, you know what? At least if I can't compete, I want to be involved in the sport. And then, of course, the most obvious channel or avenue would be coaching. Am I right?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, it was yeah, I started with in I started with my university. I'm still studying. I didn't finish. I have 1.5 years left to finish the sport university in Belgrade. um I was really thinking, and I had a hope that my national team and my national federation will help me with this. I was thinking they will involve me in some. I was involved in some training camp in Serbia, but that wasn't enough. This is also special kind of politic, and I never wanted to be the part of something like that. When I saw what's happening there, I was like so sick of it, and I decided to just go to say goodbye to everything, and I moved to Germany. Yeah, unfortunately,
Wow.
I really wanted to do something about it, but it wasn't possible at that time. So you didn't had a lot of athletes in Serbia. You had maybe few women's which was doing the canoe, and yeah, they didn't want they was like also like I said before, they had their focus on kayak, and they wasn't so open minded for something else. They was thinking, oh, Nicolina, she just finished her career, maybe she's stupid, she don't know anything about this. But I
Yeah.
had the most experience of canoe in Serbia, because I was the participant of a lot of international championship. I was two times on I was two time on European senior championship. I was one time in on world championship, and I was in the top 9 best boats in the world
Wow.
2018.
Wow.
So yeah, uh,
I
as I
think
said,
if Maya were here, she would have this to say: "You rock." She would
yeah.
say that, "You rock." I love it, and she would be absolutely right about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I was little bit, not little bit, I was a lot. I was disappointed, and I was
Sure.
like, I want to move from this. Really, I don't have any mood to try this, because they were so stubborn. They had their own views, and like I said, they wasn't open minded.
Did it help you? I mean, did it really help you, honestly? So, hey, I'm gonna get the hell out of here. I got to leave the scene.
Yeah,
Did
they
it
helped
really
me.
help, or did it just seem like it was going to help? And because the problem wasn't really in one spot, was it? I don't know. I mean, explain that.
Um, yeah, this is like good question. I also don't know completely, but my moving, I think it was a good idea
Yeah.
for me,
I
for
mean,
my
of course, at first you're going to go, yes, I just got the hell out of there.
yeah.
But after a couple, 3 months, whatever, did you say, yeah, that didn't quite work the way I had hoped, and I'm still,
Yeah, yeah. To be honest, no one can help you. You need to figure it out
yeah,
alone in your mind.
yeah.
Like I said, I had my therapist. He helped me a bit, but you need to find your own way to get out of that bad.
Oh,
How I can say bad thoughts, because
yeah.
even if I move on the another continent, I will be also stuck with my mind.
It's
So
in your
yeah,
brain. Yeah, it's
yeah,
not.
it's
It's not
in
a.
my brain.
Yeah, it's not a physical thing or where you're at. I'm sure it's a logistics thing. It's in your head, man. That makes
Like
perfect sense.
yeah, I want to
Yeah,
say something like for normal people that wasn't for them so like nothing special. They was like, oh, Nicolina, it's okay. You are healthy. Just go. They didn't.
easy for
The
them to say.
Yeah, easy for them to
Yeah,
say. I told them always, guys, wait a second. You don't know what canoe meant to me. So it
yeah.
wasn't like this. You don't know how was my way to this. Yeah, and they
It,
was like, mhm.
and I'm sure their intentions were good, of course, but those are the kind of the things where that's probably the wrong thing to say. Just get over it.
Yeah,
You
just
know.
get over it. You are healthy. This is the most important thing. Your health is in the first place. I said, of course, I'm agree with that. I
Hmm.
was athlete for all my life,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah, this is the thing. I was like asking why I couldn't finish, because when we was in Rome, a doctor asked me, Nicolina, do you have any question about this? And I said, yeah. I would like to ask, can I finish my Olympic cycles? Because I was preparing for this almost 6 years.
wow.
Since we started, we hear that in Tokyo they will do some changes, and they will put the women canoe events in the program, and that was our motivation since the beginning. I asked him, we have so 1.5 year left. My question is, can I continue for 1.5 year just to finish our Olympic cycle,
Yeah, yeah.
and then I will retire, no problem.
Sure, sure.
He said, no, Nicolina, unfortunately, I cannot be optimistic in this case. I need to tell you, unfortunately, this is the end, because this preparation for Olympic Games will be more harder and more stronger, and it will be high level. And for you, it will not be good. So
Be-
if
Worst case scenario, if you would have went ahead, what
Yeah.
could have happened to you?
I wanted to sign the contract like that. I am confirming that I
Y-
want to do.
Yeah. You guys,
But
I'm gonna waive any liability here. I just want
yes,
to do it, even if but it could have cost you your life.
yes, of course.
Yeah, that's
But
what I
this
thought.
contract not exist anymore because a lot of athletes they were signing in this contract and they was dying.
Ugh,
They
yeah.
decided to 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 permanently delete this contract, quasi contract from the from the program, and they told me, Nicolina, look, this is the thing. So if you continue with a professional sport, if something happens to you on the water, you don't have time to get to hospital. Nothing.
Yeah.
Even with helicopter, you don't have time. 15 minutes because blood will break this wall and blood will go through the chest, and you don't have time. Yeah.
Let me ask you this, and this, we got some pictures we're going to look at, but I want to ask you this question first. You brought up an interesting, and I didn't know that there was an option to say, no, I'll sign the waiver. I want to compete. Do you think with some people, it's like, it might be better for them? I don't even know how the proper way to say this, but I'm just going to say it. Do you think for some people it would be better to compete, even if it cost them their life, rather than to not allow them to compete? And they maybe some people, unlike yourself, don't quite get over it. And maybe maybe they don't make it either way, mentally or physically. I don't know. What do you think? What's your opinion on that?
My opinion, maybe a lot of people will not agree with me, but my opinion, if I could this chance to sign that contract, I will sign that because I
You
was
would have risked it all.
Yes, I will risk because I like to risk, of course, and I was pretty sure that I could make this 1.5 year until the end, and I was thinking and I was believing in God that nothing gonna happen to me.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, this contract doesn't exist anymore, so this opportunity gone. So yeah. I mean, it's not good for athletes, of course, because athletes are thinking with I mean, I was thinking with my heart and with my brain in the same time, and something was telling me, Nicolina, if you have a chance, do that. But I didn't have a chance. So
yeah. And you know what? I understand that, and obviously, and this is the way it's supposed to go. We, and the Bible will tell you this as well. We process thoughts differently when we're in our teens and our 20s than we do when we're in our 30s or 40s or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
And so, maybe someday, who knows, you look back and go, yeah.
Like I said, I will try these options.
Yeah. And maybe, and who knows, or maybe you'll reach a point where going, no, I'm glad someone stepped in, and said, no, I'll do that, because look at the things that I would have missed had I had something happen to me. So yeah, you know what? Hey, time will tell, as they say.
Yes,
So,
we'll see. Yeah. I will stay mysterious until the end. Well, maybe you will see me somewhere. Definitely, I will try something to do something in Canoe Sport in Germany.
Yeah,
I have a lot of friends here and a lot of coaches. They knows me already. So after my university, I will try to do something about it, because I'm working a job which I never had in my mind that I will work.
Yes. But you know what? I didn't put that in your introduction, but tell us what you do, because I think it's still fascinating.
Yeah, from the sport, I landed to Frankfurt Airport I'm working for Swissport Internet for Swissport Cargo Service Company in Frankfurt. I am actually we are loading cargo for some airlines.
Wow.
And I'm working in office, like office cargo agent, and this kind of job is pretty boring for me, sitting in the chair with PC almost 8 hours. It's quite boring, and it's so easy for me sometimes. And sometimes I'm asking myself what I'm doing here.
I was just gonna go there. I'm thinking there's got to be a lot of times you're going, what the hell am I doing here? Imagine only a short time ago I was right on the brink of being in the Olympics.
And now I'm sitting here with some people who they never tried any sport in their lives. And
do they know who you are? Do they know? I mean,
Um,
that old question. Do you know who I am? But do they know
I
who
was
you are?
thinking about it. Only few bosses they know about me.
Really?
But another people here, actually in Germany, people are not interested.
Really?
Yeah, they are not interested at all. In Serbia, when I was in Serbia and in another countries, there was really respectful. It
You're
was
a
like,
rock star. Yeah,
yes,
absolutely.
they was like, hey, but they are not interested, and I don't wanted to share that with them because they're
Those
just like,
Germans. What the hell? No, I'm just
what the
joking.
hell? Yeah, yeah. I
I
was
have a
doing.
German family here, so they're
Yeah.
going, hey, man, But yeah,
I want to say something. During the breaks in the office, I was
yeah,
doing push-ups. I was doing some things. They know me that because it's so boring. My back hurts, and I doing some stretching during the
right.
work and push-ups and things. Yeah, to be honest, this kind of work is so static for me.
Yeah,
And so boring. But what I gonna do? I need to work something. Of course, I cannot
yeah.
sit at home all the time. Yeah.
I can relate to you more than you know. Right now, I can relate to you very much. Trust me. All right, let's take a look at some pictures, and we'll pop these up, and you just kind of tell us what we're looking at here. If I can make
Mm-hmm.
this look properly, here we go.
Try. Yeah.
All right, there we go.
It
Look
was
at
the
you, look
work.
at you paddle. I mean, this is just you. You're strong. Look at those muscles, man.
Yeah,
Love it.
it was before. Yeah, I was.
It was
Now
before.
I am looking like some, I don't know, normal woman because I was fanatic to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a canoe double with my partner Nicolina, also Nicolina Milic. This was a world championship in Romania.
Okay.
200 meters. We was world champions for juniors there. Yeah,
Wow, that's
it
pretty
was
cool.
great. As you can see, yeah, this
Oh, go
boat.
ahead. No,
Yeah,
go ahead.
sorry. The boat, we earned this boat. I need to say, when we was on Olympic Homes Regatta, this is like competition for small age, so like
Okay.
from 11 to 13 or something. That is like quasi world championship because every country from the world, they was there. And we was
Wow.
also champions. A few times I was also champion for Olympic Hopes Regattas. And we was always paddling in the big boats. So this big boat means that boat wasn't for us. That boat was for the men's. Like you have the weight for this one.
Really?
Yes, this one
Wow.
is to up to no. This one is to 120 kilos. This one, which we was looking, and we earned this boat alone. So we was working very hard for this boat. I still have in my mind. We got this boat after our first title. We was third on European Championship for juniors in Bulgaria, and then we told them, hey guys, look, we are making results. We need something else. So they bought us this one, and now when I look, where is this boat now?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty disappointed. This boat is in some another club. Some kids are using this
Oh
boat.
no,
Like they don't know. Really, they don't know
they don't
how
even
to
know what that
use
boat's about.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
What's
So
funny? I noticed there's not much of a water line on these boats. In other words, they're free. I'm sorry, freeboard,
yeah,
freeboard on the boats because the water line comes up to. I mean, it's right there by the gunnels. I mean,
yeah.
that's
Um,
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Every line have every boat have their line. So I think the length between two lines is, I'm not pretty sure, 3 meters. So
Okay.
you have nine lines in our sport. Line 5 is the best line.
Well,
Then you are going to line 6 and then going to line 4. So
wow.
5, 6, and 4 are the best lines. If you watch some final race, when you see the line 5, this is the like favorite line. So
Oh,
we was in line 5. So you need
love
to
it.
yes, because you need to qualify for this line
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
qualifications. Then you have semifinals. You need to of course you need to be in first 3 top boats, and then you will get to the line 5.
Why? Why? What is that? What is so special about line 5? What does that mean?
That means this is the middle line. So doesn't matter what's happening, the waves are going. This is
Is
the
that what
middle.
it's about?
Yes, the middle line. So 5, 4, and
So
6
you're not
are.
bucking anyone's waves, then basically
Yes.
you got. Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yes, but need to say, of course, if it's the line 1 faster than you, so you will catch a little bit the waves from lane 1.
Sure, sure,
But
sure,
of
sure.
course, lane 5, 6, and 4 was like dominating lines in our sport, and who got these lines? They are favorites always. Of course,
Oh,
we have
that's not fair. That's not even right.
Of course, yeah, but of course you are going through the qualification,
Yeah.
and you need to catch, of course. And yeah, this was the World Championship.
Interesting. No, okay. What do we
Here,
what do we got here?
this is the European Championship 2016. This is my first European title here. Yeah,
Wow.
I was junior, and I
How
beat.
old were you here in this picture?
Let me think. I think 17.
17. Okay.
Yeah, and I took the first place in front of Belarus girl.
Wow.
She was a world champion in the
Whoa.
canoe
Really?
double for seniors. There was there was a European champion in canoe double for seniors and a European champion in canoe single. So she was competing on the both senior and juniors, and I beat her there. Yeah, she was
Wow.
so angry, and unfortunately, we don't have video to see that. She was so angry. She was lane 6. I was lane 5. At the end, after the race, some boats coming closer together, and we
Right.
are resting a bit. She came directly to me, to the middle of my boat. She hit me, and I fell in the water.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
maybe not on purpose. We are not even sure.
What a coincidence, though.
Yeah. But
Wow.
we have some video on YouTube. You can see clearly that she
You know
came
what?
like this, and she hit me. I was like,
That's just rude. If it was intentional, we don't know, but I'm sure it was. And
it was.
here's the thing too. There's some we had footage. You sent me some footage, and I was told I shouldn't use it because of copyright infringement. But there is now. Where is the YouTube channel that you can watch some of the competition that you were in? What's the?
This is a YouTube channel. We have a lot because
Where's the one that was the stuff that you sent me was pretty cool. What YouTube channel was that?
This is I'm not pretty sure which YouTube channel, but I will check right now.
Yeah.
This is from this is from Canoe Federation of Serbia. We have some.
Oh, the Canoe Federation of Serbia. Okay, got it.
Yes, Canoe Federation of Serbia. Unfortunately, I cannot here.
I'm going to pop this next picture up here too, and while you're waiting.
Yeah, this is the left one. This is the girl which
the one on the left was the one that did that to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
And she was pretty strong. We was thinking she will be first and I will be second or third in that race.
Yeah.
And since I know about the canoe, I know for this girl because this is a Belarus and on the right side is a French girl. Yeah. Like I said, both of these countries are so strong and they have a long history with canoeing. So Serbia, what is Serbia for this? Nothing. No one expected that
until you came along. That's right.
Yeah. That's and then Serbia came from nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? You people are skilled. You don't just accidentally bump into somebody's bash into somebody's canoe. You don't do that.
You know who was my idol through my sport? Idol through my sport, maybe you know already, was Novak Djokovic. He was my idol since now. Yeah. This is our best. Yeah. I love him a lot. Yeah.
Interesting.
And his what he have done, how he represents Serbia, and it was always my my motivation to do something like him, to show to the world that one small Serbia.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because we're small in numbers doesn't mean we're not mighty and powerful. I love that.
Yeah, we have a heart and we are like,
I love that.
We will never give up.
Well, and on that note, I have to tell you, I have some Serbian relatives. So I would guess that I have Serbian blood in in fact, I think I do because we did a little thing on the internet. What is that? What is the name of that?
Novi Sad?
No, there's 20. No, it's 23andMe, and then I think there's another one too, and it's I forget what it is, but it tells your heritage, and you can find family on there too. But so my cousin, her name is Gorina, and she is in Canada, and I can't tell you her last name or what city because I'm sure she would rather I don't do that. Just some stalkers going on because she, like yourself, she's a very beautiful lady, and so it was like Serbia, and I said, Gorina, I'm going to have a Serbian canoeist on the show. I said, you should tune in and catch it. She was like, oh yeah, so excited. So maybe she's one of them that are watching here, but so I have some Serbian blood in my family, which is very cool.
Oh, cool.
Is this your coach right here?
This is my coach,
That's
Jovan
cool.
Bandin. Yeah, a pretty interesting story. My coach was manager all his life, and he also jumped in this like as hobby. And this is the world championship in
Wow.
Romania. I was world champion on 200 meters.
Wow.
So yeah, this is the person who made me.
Was
And
he
yeah,
was he like a
which
really
made me.
badass, really mean, rough coach? And
Yeah, he was great. I
was
mean,
he?
I when I was kid, I was maybe taking that so like in that bad way, but he was really one encyclopedia. You
That's cool.
understand? Yeah, even I will give you one example. We were sitting in the bus, national team, kids and stuff. We was
Hmm.
teenager. I was 17 or something. We was
Yeah.
traveling to Germany to some World Cup because I was also participant for a lot of World Cups, and I won one World Cup in Hungary,
Mm.
2017. I was the winner of the World Cup, and we were sitting, and another people are behind behind on this last part of the bus. They having fun and stuff. I was always sitting with my coach, and we was always discussing about things. So we was sitting in the bus. We was looking through the window. Then I saw the solar panels. They asked, "Hey, coach, what is this? For what is this made it?" And he was like one encyclopedia. Like you open, you search for the thing what you need, and you find your answer. He was actually he is still like one encyclopedia. Even
Yeah.
if you ask him about something, he will give you the answers. So
Mm.
he is really really smart person, and I'm really happy because I had the opportunity to have someone like him
Yeah.
during my career.
Was
He
it-
is retired. Yeah, he is in
okay.
one
Okay.
village. He's also living his life. He is doing like this radio amateurism. This how I can say that. This
Yeah.
is radio amateur. He's also competing in that.
He looks like an ex-football player. He's a rather stout gentleman. Yeah, he looks like he could have been or
Yeah,
rugby or something of that.
he
Who
was
knows?
playing basketball. Yeah, he
No,
was playing
basketball. He doesn't strike me as
before.
a basketball player, but yeah, more
No,
like
sorry,
football.
no, sorry. Oh my God, I mixed. He was playing football before. I'm sorry,
Oh,
and
okay. There you go.
sorry,
That makes
and
sense. That makes sense.
because I
Okay.
had the two or three coaches more in
Yeah.
through my career,
Soccer, I
and
could see. Yeah, we call that
he was
soccer, but yeah.
yeah he was playing soccer. Yeah,
He
and
could be an American football player built like that too. I mean, so yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
Look at here's another one of you in action. This
yeah,
is a great picture. You have got the look of determination on your face.
yeah. Always like
Man,
that. Yeah,
look at that.
that's like as you can see then down right, down left, Canoe Sprint European
Oh,
Juniors and Under 23 European Championship 2017. I was
yeah.
European champion there. I had operation that year, 2017, operation of appendix.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, 3 months or 2.5 months before this
Wow.
competition. Yeah,
Wow.
and I also had some surgery with my heart. They was doing something, but through the veins.
Jeez,
So
Nina, you've had
yes,
some stuff.
yeah. And my coach and me, we
I
was
can
doing it.
imagine. Jeez.
Yeah,
I'm sure you got a
this,
lot of flowers though, but still, what a way to
yeah,
earn flowers.
yeah. This is the same competition,
This
but
one.
this is the Canoe double. So we won European Championship again in junior
Wow.
category. We
Wow.
was first, of course. This is Russia, and on the third place was Belarus. So we was
Interesting.
the European champion 2017 in canoe double 200 meters.
And
But to
hopefully
be
nobody
honest,
was. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
sorry for interrupting.
No,
This
go ahead.
was 200 meters. Unfortunately, 200 meters wasn't Olympic distance. Olympic distance was 500 meters.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
my partner and me, we wasn't so ready for 500 because my partner she was a bit lazy.
Mm.
We liked these short distances because we were so impulsive, aggressive. 200
Mhm.
was perfect for us, but like I said, canoe double was
That's two and a
when
half times.
yeah, this is like yeah, that's why we wasn't ready for this.
Yeah,
I was ready in single, but in double we was like a little bit
not so
not
much. Yeah,
yeah, not so much prepared. But of course, we had a bright in that time. We had a bright future.
yeah.
Just to yeah,
Here we go. Hey, that's my name, but backwards. It says WCCW.
yeah.
What?
CW.
Yeah. What? Okay. What is this? What are we looking at here? Is this
This
the
is also a European Championship. We mixed up photo a bit. This is a European Championship.
200
My
meter?
first title. My first title. 200
Okay.
meters. Yeah,
Interesting.
woman canoe single.
Here we go. There's another shot of you. And man, you look like you're either mad as hell or you're just competing like, man, I'm not going to lose. There's no way I'm gonna
this is like, no, I'm not
mad.
gonna lose.
You weren't mad in this. I love
it. This was World Championship 2017 in Romania, canoe single. Yeah, but I was looking because sometimes I need to look on the side to see where I am because 200 meters is so fast, and this distance is going for now I think 45 seconds. It depends from the wind. If you have backwind, of course you will be faster. So I think the best time was 45 seconds. I had my best time in my career, but it was like 8 years ago. So it was 46. And the Canadian, she had 45. Yeah, this is the result from that.
Okay, this is that.
49.
Okay.
Yeah, this is World Championship. As you can see, I was on the first place. Canada, Cuba.
Number 1. I love that. That's just so cool.
Number 1, as you can see here, lane 5. You see?
Yeah, lane 5. Right, lane 5.
Lane 4 is second, and lane 6 was unfortunately on 7th place. Wow.
Now, was the Canadian bashing into your boat, or were they playing nice? Because I've got a lot of friends in Canada, and I would.
Canada, they're amazing. Maybe,
I would think they're nice. I would hope they would be.
They are amazing. Yeah. They had the one women, Winston Lapuan. She was the best canoe woman athlete ever.
Really?
So she was my idol always. Wow. Yeah, but she's retired. She was doing canoe since the beginning, and she
since
introduced.
Birth.
Yeah, since birth of canoe. I think she's mother of canoe.
Came out with a canoe paddle in her hand. I love it.
Exactly. She's retired almost 3 years.
They say that about hockey players in Canada. They're born with a hockey stick in their hands. I totally understand that.
Yeah.
She's retired now?
She's retired almost, I think, 5 years or more.
Wow.
Yeah, and she was amazing always.
What is this? This is like you. This is the rock star picture right here.
Yeah, this was some photo shooting for I was the face of this Reborn club.
Okay.
This was some fitness club. I got the title of the best Serbian athlete in 2017 from National Federation. Wow. I had a lot of medals from national championships. I think I have over 100.
Wow.
Yeah, everything I have. Unfortunately, I wish that I have my medals from World Championship and European Championship here to show you. But here in Germany, this is in my apartment. I didn't bring anything. So everything is in my home, in my inventory.
You trust, wait a minute, you trust those medals outside of your presence somewhere in the world, back in Serbia?
Yeah, I left everything there, and
oh my gosh,
especially there in my room. And,
you wouldn't want to get robbed from those. Yeah, I get it.
Oh, my mom is there.
There you go. Only guarding them. Yeah,
she's guarding. Yeah,
I love
no
it.
worries. No worries. Yeah.
Oh, what do we got here? You were on a TV show. I love this.
Yeah, we was in a lot of TV shows, morning programs, especially when we became famous. Let's say like that.
Yeah.
Well, this is one show in Serbia after our Olympic hopes. This is Olympic hopes regatta. After Olympic hopes regatta, I had 3 medals, 2 gold and 1 silver. So I was competing a double, single of 200, 500 meters, and this was my colleagues from the national team. Yeah, it was in a lot of shows in Serbia.
Oh, wow, it's very cool. All right, last one
for today. I need to say to our viewers, guys, we have a lot of photos, but of course we need to choose some of them, because it will be maybe it will be boring for you all to watch all the time my photos and stuff. I'm really sorry about our videos in a moment. I'm really sorry.
But you know what? If you go to, and what did you say was the Serbia Canoe Federation?
Serbian Canoe Federation. I sent it to you the link. Okay. Yeah, I sent it to you link. This is the last one for today, guys. This was also World Championship from the medal ceremony.
Yeah.
So first
That's
place.
So cool. Yeah. So cool. And and the thing is, your pictures are amazing here, by the way, and thank you for sending those to us. The video that I saw, what I watched was amazing. So I totally like that.
Thanks.
Okay, so the link there is, I'm going to read this too because I don't think I can, www.youtube.com/watch !V equals.
Yeah,
let's see, IFX, that's Frank, X-ray, IQG underscore UAE, and then there's a capital E and the and sign. T equals 85S. That's a long.
Yeah, they can just write my name, and I'm pretty sure that they will find some
You can
videos
find it. Okay,
if everyone is interested. Yeah, in
Good deal.
in my videos. Yeah,
All
to be honest,
right.
I never was a fan of the digital things and digital editing of videos. Unfortunately, yeah. So yeah, and,
one quick question, and then we're gonna ask where we can reach you on the internet. What are your plans for the immediate future? And I think you kind of spilled a little bit about that. You're like, I'm going to go check it out, but I don't know if you're really serious about that.
Like you said, I will check it. I will check it up about my situation about my heart.
Yeah, right.
I will check it up. Like I said, I wanted to finish my university. In the moment, it's a little bit difficult because I'm working 3 shifts because we are working in the office, and we are 24 hours open, and cargo need to fly, of course. We have also some companies which are flying to Chicago.
There you go.
Or they Chicago, and it's a little bit difficult in the moment, but I hope during next year I will finish my university, and I will start something in the sport, because I think it's my world. Everything.
I can totally understand, and I'm sure that is definitely true. You know, and I hope you're getting filthy stinking rich there at that job, because they, I hope they appreciate who they have in that place. Yeah, what you're doing.
I hope too. Yeah, I hope too.
I hope you're making some good money, and good luck on the the school. I mean, I hope you get hope you do get that finished and.
Thank you. I wish to. Yeah, I will give my power. Like in the sport, I need to finish that. It's not so hard, to be honest, but it's a little bit far away because my university is in Belgrade, and I will find some solution.
I got a feeling you're gonna fly. You'll do just fine. Absolutely. All right, let's. Where can people connect with you online? Where would that be?
Online. So like you write there, Facebook. I can write you. My Facebook is a little bit difficult because I have Serbian letter on.
You know what though? It's funny. I tried typing it in on English and it worked just fine. It took me right to the spot. How's that?
Yeah, because actually exactly like you write it for Facebook, but they can write. They will see my Facebook. I'm not such a fan of a lot of social medias, but I'm using mostly Instagram and Facebook, and they can see my pictures, my career on Facebook mostly. It's better because I deleted everything from Instagram because Instagram was a little bit.
Yep. And for our viewers our listeners who just listen to this as a podcast, why don't you read them your Instagram, how to get hold of you?
Yeah. Nicolina, should I spell or?
Yep. Go ahead and spell that out.
I will try. Oh my God, I will try with spelling. To be honest, I forgot a bit, but I will try now. Let me check because I have here.
I mean, I can do it for it's up to you, whatever you'd like.
Yeah, can you do this? Because
I sure can. Let's let it
come. I'm in Germany. I forgot a bit English because German and English are pretty similar.
No problem.
All right. Thank you.
It's Nicolin as in Nancy, AM as in Mary, Ijuskovic. Again, Nico Lin. Oh, I'm just going to say Nicolinam Ijuskovic. Then Facebook is Nicolina, and Mijuskovic is how you spell her last name. And actually, you put canoe at the end of it. I love that.
Yes, so because people can see directly that's me. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a couple of different ones there, and I like this as canoe. I go, that's her.
So no, that's me. Thank you. You are saying much better. I will fight with this spelling, really.
No, it's fine.
I spell mostly in German, and then I'm always mixing German and English. Also.
There you go.
Oh, this is like
totally understand. Hey, is there anything else you'd like to say or to our audience before we let you go for the evening? Because right now it is, I looked this up, it's 1:14 a.m. in Germany, in Frankfurt, Germany.
Yeah, local time. Yeah.
Yeah, you're staying up too late for
I
us.
am great. I'm great. It was my pleasure to be here with you and all our viewers. I just want to thank you one more time for calling me and inviting me in your great show. I hope that we was funny to our audience. I hope. I'm so sorry because we didn't show any video this time.
That's okay. That's okay. And it is fantastic video. So if anybody gets a chance, go check that out. I promise you'll enjoy it. And you are a very animated person, Nina. So when you paddle, man, it's like you're like Michael Jordan. You know, he's got the tongue out thing. You're like that, only your own way, and I love it.
So it was like it wasn't on purpose. It just was like
that's who you are. Absolutely. See, if you did that on purpose, it would be stupid. But because you're faking, but that's you, and I love it. That's why
actually me, yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely cool.
I want to thanks all people which are watching us now. I hope. Sorry for my English. I am trying my best.
Your English is great. Your English is great.
Yeah, I'm speaking my mother language, if I can say, is Serbian, guys. So yes. I'm sorry if I made some mistakes.
Give a Serbian so long.
Sorry.
Just say something in Serbian before we.
Želim da pozdravim sve Srbe koji nas sada gledaju I to je to.
There you go. I love it. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm sure my cousin Gorana will understand that.
Yeah, Gorana, if you watch us, I ako nas gledaš, puno pozdrava od mene iz Frankfurta. I to je to. That's it. Awesome. I just want to say to my family, I love you guys. Volim vas sve. Hvala što ste gledali. To my friend especially, she is also my fan, and she is watching in the next room. Yusra, I know that you are watching.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you so much for everything. I hope that it was really my pleasure to be here with you, and I can't wait to check out. I will repeat this show. I need to watch again how it was.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, yeah. Nina, again, I want to thank you. For being my guest here in the show. And it was absolutely a pleasure having you here on Outdoors People. Okay?
My pleasure too. Thank you so much.
You bet. So much. And for now, this is CW Getz saying thanks for tuning in to Outdoors People. See you next time.